So yeah, fuck Josh Giddey.
Is this what gospel music feels like?
I'm glad it's not Kiddy anymore.
That's what I wish it felt like. I probably would still be a Christian if that's what it felt like.
Speaking of
Shout
that,
out to the bass guy.
I love that Lil B is the origin of the term like bass.
Oh yeah, shout out to Lil B. Shout out to Lil B for real.
Anyway,
But also, all right, we got to keep this on a certain time, like under 18 minutes, gentlemen. Fuck Josh Giddey.
We're gonna start with the jokes early, folks.
Yeah, we are.
Welcome to Board Man Gets Paid. I'm your boy Xavier Gauthier.
I'm Alex Petrich.
Benjamin Butler.
Will Martin.
Vince so defeated, dog.
Fuck.
This news sucks.
No, it's great. I love it. It's slander time.
No,
Let me ask you a
like
question.
it's a bad situation.
It's a
is
bad
what I mean.
situation.
Let me ask you a question.
But the jokes have been impeccable.
Did we hate Josh Giddey before this news?
No.
But you want to know
But
why
there's the
I'm
thing.
excited
I think
about this?
We were all very much indifferent to Josh Giddey
was
before
just a
this
guy.
news. He was just a guy.
He was just some Australian fuck.
because this was the first season that we really started getting to see him play,
Yeah.
and
And he wasn't doing
and
great.
he fucked it up.
No, you want to know why?
In less than 18 games, he
Yeah,
fucked it
what's
up.
good,
You want to
Will?
know what? Less than 18, all right, baby. Less than 18 games.
What are you gonna say?
Is that intentional?
No,
Yeah,
he
what's-
said it. Yeah. No, but no. The reason why I'm so excited, this is gonna sound fucked, but before all the allegations came to light, I picked up his backup Isaiah Joe in fantasy.
Yeah.
So it's just
Will. That's why Will has benefited from
He
this.
hasn't been suspended yet.
There,
He's
Yeah.
playing again
Hey,
tonight.
the
Presumably.
night is.
Which I'll start off
night-
with this comment so
Hey,
we don't get too
hold
deep
on.
into this. Into
I
this
got another
podcast.
joke before it. The night, like her, is still young, gentlemen.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What were you gonna say there?
I was gonna say before we get into it, and I forget to say this halfway through the podcast. Josh Giddey is benefiting from white male privilege. I would just like to say, if it was Ja Morant or PJ Washington that had a relationship with an underage girl, they would have gotten suspended within the next 5 hours on Thanksgiving Day.
Fair.
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
Ja
100%.
Morant waved a gun on Instagram Live and had to have a letter of apology on Adam Silver's desk within 12 hours.
And we
And then
talked
got
about
suspended for 25 games and had to go through therapy.
Yeah.
a couple episodes ago. Not even. It was opening night when I talked about the thing. It was after opening night where I was like the whole Kevin Porter Jr. thing. They brought it up on the
yeah.
panel right out there. It was pretty quick, and it wasn't. We're not sure if it's true. It's looking like it was 100% true, and it was pretty quick. You're definitely correct that he is benefiting from who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Getting.
Giddey.
Because Kevin Porter Jr. was a day by the Rockets, and then just a week later, the NBA was on it. And
Yeah.
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 They're taking their time.
They're taking their sweet ass time.
He's about to play
Why
2
does he have a
games.
stat line?
He's about to play 2 games since the allegations.
Why did somebody posted a stat line? It was a fake stat line. I saw the actual stat line, which was like 10, 8, and 3 or
last
some
night he
shit
had
like
10.
that.
I did see that.
Somebody posted a fake stat line, and it was like 15 points, 15 assists, 15 steals,
15 boards,
15 boards.
15 blocks.
Josh Giddey, man.
Josh Giddey, baby.
Josh Giddey. That's his new name, man.
Josh
Yeah.
Giddey.
People said they saw this man at Kent State trying to rizz up freshmen.
Why? You're an NBA player.
You
man.
are an NBA player.
You make millions of
slide
dollars.
I
And then
understand you're only
Instagram models
21,
DMs.
but you're an NBA player still.
My brother in Christ, there is an age limit.
Huh?
There should be, like, come on, man. If you're 21
like-
in the NBA,
Well, I mean, that's the law.
I know, but I'm
Yeah.
saying, like, fucking 19, bro. Like, with how close in age he is, don't go past that. No.
Yeah, no, it's like the 18.
And-
fuck age
yeah.
of consent laws. It's 18.
No, but
yeah,
still.
so looked at some articles yesterday, and they said that her age has not been confirmed yet.
That's the whole thing.
That's the whole thing, and which is why it has to become an investigation, which at the end of the day, the NBA is like, oh, well, we don't want to investigate and reveal her age and name and location and all that, but it's also like you have to.
Bro, literally,
You don't have to
everybody
reveal
knows
her
about-
location, but you should let the public know what's going on.
Yeah.
And the truth of the matter. But I also feel like Adam Silver might try and sweep this shit under the rug.
It's been a weird season so far, man.
It's been a very strange season.
Just because, like, Miles Bridges has come back, and he's they gave him a standing O,
That's insane.
which I'm not.
Because
Look,
he was what?
wife beater.
Yeah, I was gonna say domestic abuse, right?
It was
Yeah.
domestic abuse, and I'm not gonna lie, horrible guy, horrible guy. But I picked him up in fantasy because nobody wanted
He
him.
can play ball.
He's putting up like 24 and 10 a night.
Hey, look, man.
That was a smart move.
Dude, they
To
had-
quote
they had
Will
a couple-
Martin from season 2, episode 2, he had the wrong type of left hook.
They had the wrong type of left. Yeah, banger. Fucking banger. Also, I just like to say, breaking the fourth wall here, why the fuck do people keep looking at us through the windows?
This
Because
one they like
it's like
stopped
they-
and were like, I don't know if you noticed
Like, they
it,
actually
but-
stopped and looked at
yeah,
you.
me and Alex were like,
There were like 3 guys. They looked in and they were like, and then they just
Yeah,
kept
yeah,
walking.
it's holy. We're righteous, dude. Fuck you. Get out.
you'll see. Me and Alex both went,
Yeah.
and we were like,
I know. I looked over for
Was
a
it while I was
sec, too.
playing
oh,
Fuck
you
Kevin
did too?
Durant?
Okay.
No, it was
Oh.
literally
Oh, it was
just like a minute ago.
Yeah, not even.
I don't know what it is.
I always see, like, people look into the window, but people generally don't just stop and stand there. That's kind of
It
weird.
was
That
a
was
full
strange.
Yeah.
But,
Weirdos.
You interested in what's going on? Join Met Media.
Join me.
For real.
Please.
Be our fucking techies, nerds.
Can be our techies.
But we had the Kevin Porter Jr. fiasco, the Miles Bridges fiasco. John Morant is still suspended.
And they
He doesn't
still-
come back
they-
until
they-
December
they-
8th.
Kelly Oubre got hit by a fucking car.
Yeah, that shit is insane.
I just
Draymond choked
confused.
somebody out without even scoring a point.
Draymond didn't even get fucking.
Draymond
Cool.
tried to murder a man 2 minutes into a game.
That was cool.
Not even a whole 2 minutes. It had like just tip off was like one drive before that.
And look,
Shout out to T-Wolves.
Draymond be getting some of that privilege. Just saying.
to
He
be
does.
fair, he
He
was
does.
French, but like,
And he started COVID.
and he started.
That
And he started
son of a
COVID.
I
bitch.
thought you were gonna say that's where it starts, like when we were talking about your bubble thing, like it was starting when he did the whole.
Yeah, no. First off, forever and always, fuck Rudy Gobert, that French fuck.
Yeah, fuck Rudy Gobert. I don't even actually have anything personal against Rudy Gobert. It's just fuck Rudy Gobert.
No,
I don't know
literally,
why.
it's fun.
I just don't like
It
him.
rolls off the tongue.
I don't-
Fuck Rudy Gobert.
I don't like that he thinks he can be the Jokic stopper, and he's like never the Jokic stopper.
I got
That's
him.
because
I got
Rudy
him.
Gobert back in like his prime days could have been a Jokic
With-
stopper.
No, dude. Like 2 years ago.
You don't think so?
No, 2 years ago, that whole Rudy calling off another defender. I got him. And Jokic is like, my brother, I've got 47.
Yeah.
My brother.
It's gonna be that's what I was gonna say. Shout out to T-Wolves. I think they're my number one when it comes to power rankings.
They're the first in the
They're
West.
the best in the
They
league.
are solid right
now.
now.
And
Are they
it's-
really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be if everything goes planned. Then
I
in
saw
the
the
Western
power
Conference
rankings
Finals.
this morning, but I wasn't paying.
Obviously, I
100%
like the
attention.
Clippers and other stuff, but it's probably gonna be Nuggets, T-Wolves Conference Finals.
Nuggets T-Wolves Conference Finals. Here's the thing that as this season goes on, it's becoming more apparent.
When they were the first round matchup last
Like,
year.
I believe in the Nuggets. I root for the Nuggets. I love the Nuggets. This is known information. I think, given the
Holy
state,
shit! The Timberwolves are 12-4.
yeah,
What?
given the state
Whoa.
of this
Yeah.
league, it is going to be incredibly difficult for the Nuggets to repeat. We are in the era of parity.
Oh, the West is.
No, all right.
The West
Pause.
is just ridiculous, which we've also talked about.
Yeah.
Talking about era parity, looking at the East, the Magic are 12-5.
The Nuggets are for real.
The Magic are legit this
That was
season.
cool. That
Which,
was cool.
by the
Which
way-
I thought the Magic were going to be legit last season, but don't they have Jonathan Isaac back?
Jonathan
No?
Isaac, yeah, Maga
But
Isaac
he's,
is
he's,
back.
he's Jonathan Isaac.
By the way, thank you for.
You say who's Jonathan Isaac?
I said he's Jonathan. Like he's
Oh.
this guy that
Yeah.
By the way, thank you for Paulo Banchero. Just saying, that was beautiful.
Yeah, you're welcome.
still think he's overrated.
I still
Paolo?
think I got
He-
Paolo for peanuts.
Yeah, he got Paolo.
I just got
for-
beef since
No,
the
it wasn't
draft.
peanuts. Who did you give me? For
Rui.
Paolo?
Hachimura.
You made that trade?
It wasn't just Rui. It was Rui
It
and
was
somebody
no,
else.
it was Rui.
Was
You
it just
traded
Rui?
Yeah.
Rui for
No,
Paolo
it was
straight up?
Yeah.
Who did I give Rui to right after? Oh, because I used Rui in another trade. That's why. That was
No,
why.
Yeah, but you gave up Paolo, so thank
I gave
you.
up Paolo, but I ended up getting 2 other All Stars out of the Rui trade.
Which is
I can't remember who they were.
Who'd you trade
I
with?
made like 3 trades in that
3-team
week.
trade in fantasy is crazy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, going around the league, the
It wasn't one of my starters though. I know that much.
Oklahoma City Thunder are second in the West. That might change. We are third, and your beloved Rockets, after kicking the shit out of us twice, are in the play-in.
Yeah, we just moved in the plan, but I was just looking at that right now.
8-6 isn't bad.
another-
Y'all are above the Lakers
Another
and
break
the
in the
Pels
fourth wall is
and the Warriors. The Warriors are number
Spurs?
10. I think that's bigger news.
Dude, Spurs have lost 12 straight.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, the Spurs are ass.
but the-
Everybody thought Wemby was him. He's not. he's not.
learning.
He's a rookie.
But this is what I said. You put
Crazy
Wemby up
stats
against
about
actual
last night
all-stars
for
who have
Jokic
done this
for
shit for
Sunday night.
years, and Wemby's going to fold. Like, Wemby's not as good as everybody was hyping him up to be. And yes, there is a learning curve. I understand that. There's a learning curve. But Wemby's learning curve, it's looking significantly more curvy than like Trey or than Trey or even Luka, who was also playing in an international league. That's probably the best comparison that we have right now.
Yeah.
Wemby and Luka. Luka also played in a international league before he came to the NBA in Eurobasket, which Wemby also just played in Eurobasket this past season. Mm-hmm. And obviously, there's a difference.
Wait, I don't know. I don't think
the learning curve.
I don't think he played for a Eurobasket. I think he just played straight up for a French club.
He played for Metropolitan '92.
Yeah, but they're not part of Eurobasket.
They're not?
They're just straight up part of the French league, I believe.
I'm not sure if he actually played in like the Eurobasket tournament with like Luka and Giannis. Well, actually, I don't think Giannis and Jokic played.
No.
Because they were tired.
Yeah.
They said, fuck it. But, I mean, no, don't get me wrong. Wemby's still putting up 19 points a game right now.
Chet's better.
Chet is better.
Chet's been like objectively better.
But Chet also
he
got
probably will.
Chet also got injured last year and had a
more
year to
shots.
recover and adjust to the league.
right. But
Wemby just got straight up thrown into it.
look, they're going to be those two
But
guys.
he's coming from an international league.
The way the NBA is
Still.
going to do it, they're going to try and compare Chet to Wemby for their entire careers, kind of like Wilt and Bill Russell, or like
Yeah.
in a more recent example, how Trae Young and Luka Doncic will always be in
yeah.
a conversation, or
I feel like
Jalen
the
Green and
Trey
Yes,
and
there it
Luka
is.
conversation only happens because of the Trey and Luka trade, though. Like, if that trade doesn't happen, nobody compares Trey and Luka to each other because
But,
they're not the same. They're not the same kind of player
but
at all.
But they were traded for each other.
They were traded for each other, which is the only reason why.
And the more recent example that I didn't expect him to say it, but you did it, I think, just solely for me, is Jalen Green, Cade Cunningham.
that's
those guys,
a really good comparison.
those guys
though.
actually hate each other too.
Really?
Yeah, if you like go
Oh,
back,
wow.
there's clips of like AU high school, like when they did shit, like they do not. Like
I mean,
each
that
other.
happened. That makes
There
sense
was
though. After you
pre-draft
play
chirping.
basketball enough against somebody, like you get to the NBA, and that motherfucker also got to
And
the
it was
NBA.
the 1-2, and they both wanted the 1, whatever. Jalen Green like specifically said he's like, I think I'm the number 1 pick.
Did he end up falling number 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
He went
Cade
to the
won,
Rockets.
Jalen.
And Cade took one.
And look at where the Pistons are, man.
Shout out to the Pistons, man.
I don't. Okay.
Shock.
Okay.
The Pistons
take
have
it.
a legitimate chance at.
I would just like to say, for reference, the Detroit Pistons are 2-15. They are
14
at the
straight
bottom.
last night.
They are at the bottom
14
of
straight
the
last
Eastern
night
Conference.
to the Wizards.
They lost to the
ranking.
Wizards.
Yeah,
Which made it 14 straight.
which gave the Wizards 3-14.
You know what
Yeah.
people were calling that shit? World War of Ass.
Yeah.
It is the World War of Ass.
The Pistons, I don't know what the hell they need to do. I mean, because this upcoming draft, there's no like outstanding like number 1 generational prospect in the 2024 draft.
I don't know.
I mean,
But we see how Wemby's working right now.
we see how
as
Wemby's
well.
doing right
So,
now.
yeah.
But you might want to go with somebody more established who's in college. Like, I haven't looked at the mock drafts yet because we haven't reached through.
They should probably
Brandi
go with
James.
somebody from Duke or from Kentucky or from Kansas or
Armando Bacot's
Arizona
finally a senior of North Carolina.
Yeah, man.
or
he's-
UNC. Yeah, like you should
Armando
probably go with
Bacot
one
is
of
a
those big
senior,
teams.
Is the thing.
And he should have came out sophomore year.
He's a great rebounder, but motherfucker cannot shoot.
Yeah.
I remember Armando
That's why
Bacot.
he hasn't declared for the draft.
I
You
know.
know who else can't shoot?
Who?
Anybody on the fucking Pistons.
That's
Arma-
true. Actually, I saw something. Cade Cunningham has not shot over 50% in a game this year.
He blows.
Really?
I don't think he blows.
I'm just going to say that because, yeah.
Killian Hayes is no longer a starter for them.
Yeah, because
as
there
he
was like
should
a
be.
huge, like Monty Williams was like, I don't know who to start, Jaden Ivey or
Is
Killian Hayes.
it Ivy now?
My
It's
brother said, I
Ivey.
start Jaden Ivey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was good at Purdue. I
Depth
know.
chart: Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Asar Thompson, Isaiah Stewart, Jalen Duren.
That's the thing is that they have too much. They have too many guys. That it's like it's the same problem that I think the Rockets were in, where they have too many mouths to feed. Where think
Marvin
of your big,
Bagley the third
think of
is a third string on this team.
think
Jesus
of your
Christ.
Oh,
think of the Pistons
God.
big men. They have Jalen Duren, James Wiseman,
what I'm
Marvin
saying, that's what
Bagley,
I'm saying.
and Isaiah Stewart. How the fuck do you find minutes for all those guys?
You don't. Isaiah Stewart
Kevin
starts at power
Knox.
forward.
Hey, Kevin Knox.
Kevin Knox is
Let's give up on Kevin Knox, man. Like he wore a Fortnite suit to his goddamn draft, and he stunk for the Knicks.
Kevin Knox. Yeah, he
Was,
was. I feel like
is, and
he should
always will
have
be.
stayed in New York, man. But
There was no hope.
there was no hope.
There
but
was
like,
not a single.
that was the only place he
ounce
was
of
doing
hope.
somewhat good.
Yeah.
He is currently a fourth string bench player.
Speaking of the Knicks, at what point do they blow it up?
The Knicks?
No.
Soon.
Blow up Madison Square Garden?
No,
Hey,
it's
no.
an act of terrorism.
You know who's going to be behind it? Julius Randle, because he can't shoot for shit.
But like,
If he can't shoot, then it won't blow up.
Yeah,
I don't
you're right.
know.
Everybody inside's going to be safe.
It'll be R.J. Barrett because he's
They're
Canadian.
in a really weird position.
that-
Canadian terrorism doesn't exist unless your name is Dylan Brooks.
Because they have
Unless
two
your name
guys
is
that are
Drake.
legitimate. That reminded me of something.
huh?
I can't check it, but it was a really interesting start bench cut on my Instagram feed. And I remember two of the three players. but
That
not
was one of the
third
Sports Center ones.
And it was really interesting, and it would have been a really good conversation. It was someone, D-Book, and Trae Young. And Trae Young, sadly, was the definitive cut. And I'm high on Trae, but
Who the
It was
hell
Trey, D-Book, and was it Luca?
no, who the fuck
Was it another
the-
shooter?
It was
Brunson?
Nope, it was someone who's obviously the best of the three right now, and you could debate him and Booker as the start of the.
Oh,
of the
for
debate.
shooting guards?
Well, Trey's not a
Shoot.
shooting guard.
Who
It's
was
just
it?
shooters.
Tyrese Maxey?
No, I don't remember who it was. This is gonna.
Drew Holiday.
No.
True.
It was by far like not by
Jalen.
far, but it was the third player that I'm forgetting was probably the start. I obviously said D-Book, but it was like definitively. Like,
Jamal?
I'm on ESPN. I'm gonna look it up.
Jamal.
I don't think it was on ESPN. It was on like.
Oh no, I just meant like I'm gonna look up the top shooters
On like
right
It
now.
was on like Playmaker. Like
I'm assuming these are
on
These are 3-point shooters. These are all 3-point shooters. I'm assuming.
yeah.
Book, Trey.
Was it Tyrese Halliburton?
Benedict Mathurin.
No.
Was it Fred Van Fleet? No.
Was it
Steph?
Bruce Brown?
Nope.
Ant-Man? Was it Ant-Man?
It was Ant.
I think that's who it was.
It was so you started
And
Ant.
I think it went. It
sat
showed them in that
D-Book,
order.
And,
but I
and
say,
cut Trey.
and you can argue, yeah, Trey sadly is the cut right now of those three. You can argue Book and Edwards.
Trey has been
depending on the
playing
night right now.
ridiculously though.
Trey has gotten
He's
stepped it up.
balling.
he's gotten his groove back.
Yeah,
I mean-
Trey's been balling the last like 4 or 5 games.
What I will
And that's
say,
crazy to say
Yeah.
that he's still the cut of
What I
those
will
three.
say-
Hey, call him the Emperor because he's got that new groove.
That's
Boo.
Boo. Oh, fuck you. Y'all ain't cultured. Fuck you.
I've seen
It's
the
a
movie.
great movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie. But
Kronk was my
we
favorite.
talked about.
Oh, by the way, some good news for Ben. Sorry, your boy is leading in 3-point percentage this season.
Who?
KD.
Oh, KD. Yeah,
Shooting like-
not surprised.
Sorry,
Shooting like
The
55, by the way, which
The
is
Hawks.
incredible.
the Hawks. Yes.
Mr. Trey Young has Trey has had like the Hawks in general. They have, league offense this year has been truly mind blowing, and like the Hawks are 8-8.
Historic every year.
But I think back to the
keeps
back-to-back
getting
games
better.
they played just a few days ago, where 157-152 lost to the Pacers. And that's in
And
regulation.
then 147,
Yeah, we
145
talked about that
overtime.
one.
And then you
off the
beat the
cut
net.
in the
Then you
chat.
beat the Nets by 2 in overtime, 147-145.
Trey had 43 in the game versus the Nets. Trey had 38 in the game versus the Pacers.
I watched the end of that game and it was absolutely fucking.
Which, by the way, he's leading in points and assists damn near every single game this season.
yeah, he's
Except
their
for
offensive engine for better or worse.
Is he number one in assists still? Or Tyrese is?
No, he's number one in assists, right? For the
Trey?
Hawks, at least.
Or you mean overall?
I'm in the average and total.
Well, I mean, in total assists, I would venture to say it is Tyrese Halliburton.
I think
That's
it's the
probably
other way
Tyrese
around.
Halliburton.
I think
Trey Young is averaging 10.4 right now.
Yeah, he is.
And what is Reese?
Tyrese is in the average and Trey leads in the overall, if I'm not mistaken. I saw that.
Assists, yeah. So
Reese
Tyrese
is
Halliburton
averaging
is
11.9 assists this season. 25-11.
11.9. Yeah.
Damn.
That's
I'm
that's
trying
like
to find the.
that's like 10 less points than James Harden's MVP season.
I'm trying to find the overall.
The
like,
same amount of assists.
Oh, is
Just
it?
had to.
Is it just overall assist that you're asking for?
Yeah.
Yes, I think Trey's got that one. and Tyrese has got
Assists
the
per
average.
game is Tyrese and then Trey, and then
Total assists.
I'm trying to find
Punch
total
it in.
assists,
Yeah,
but
it's hard
not,
to find. And
Jokic is third.
Jokic is third in total assists.
Yep, it's Reese, Trey, and Jokic.
Where'd you go to find total assists?
I just typed it up. I
Like in
literally-
Google?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Total assists NBA 2023-2024.
Nikola Jokic is third with how many?
Hold
yeah,
on, let me go
he'll
back.
always be up there in the total. Because he'll have games where he puts up like 19.
And then he'll have games where he puts up
151.
Like 2.
151 assists so far this season.
Yep, Reese has 179. Yep, and Trey has 156. Yep.
And then Chris Paul is number 4 with 131.
Chris Paul again. I'm surprised.
Assist God, man.
I'm surprised that the Warriors.
Yo, where his ass at?
Chris Paul? Has he not been playing?
He's
been bitching.
No, what team is he on?
The Warriors.
Yeah, I actually thought that for a second, and then I remembered, and I just kept going with the bit.
It's just what is wrong with the Warriors? It goes
Yeah.
beyond Draymond.
Tyrese Halliburton is just having an amazing season.
On God, I think they're old.
I don't think.
Oh, it's Klay, by the way.
I don't think
Yeah,
Trey
that's the
passes
answer.
Tyrese Halliburton in
Klay
assists at
sucks.
all this season.
No, not at all.
Clay's
Nah.
legitimately the worst player on that team.
He's so far ahead. Oh yeah, no, this
Mid.
team actually is really good. Fuck.
Who?
The Pacers.
Yeah, they got depth.
They have players.
Yeah, they got Tyrese Halliburton, Miles Turner, Buddy Hield,
Nate
which
Smith.
Buddy Hield is not doing great this season. He's all right.
Yeah,
He's only started in 4 games this season out of 16. But I think that's because he was injured or something, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Hey,
it was for a while.
They got Obi
Benedict
Toppin.
Mathurin, Obi Toppin,
forgot
Who's
they
who's
got
had a
Obi Toppin.
resurgence
He
since
has.
being on the Pacers?
Wait,
Bruce
Resurgence
Brown,
be topping?
Nesmith.
I mean,
I didn't even hear what
mainly
he
the Obi
said, so I'm
Toppin.
just gonna ignore it.
The Obi Toppin highlights this year, him doing what he does, which is yamming on people's heads,
Just dunking.
which is cool. You know,
He's like,
Obi Toppin.
Diet Blake Griffin.
he's like Mac McClung.
Hold on, there's a
that guy.
joke in here somewhere.
Obi Toppin.
No, there's a about dunking and topping. There's a joke in there somewhere.
I don't want to hear it.
There's
It's
a
going to
joke.
take you too long to
It's gonna
formulate
take
it,
you
man.
too long to formulate it.
Cue,
You ruined
cue
it.
the
Think
fu-
about it. Think about it later
No,
and put it on Twitter so I
was-
can just put a thought bubble over your head.
Cue
Yeah.
no, cue the no. Do the beach ball.
The beach. Oh, the the beach ball of death.
That was from the highlights. That one was really good.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Who the fuck is AJ Griffin?
Like,
Fuck is AJ Griffin?
I literally watched that clip. I went straight to my phone and Wikipedia to AJ Griffin.
You were like AJ Griffin.
I had to find out who he was. I still don't really know.
He's a guy.
He's a guy.
he's on.
That's
the
not even
Hawks.
like last time how you guys.
He's
were
not a
like
bad
casual
player.
for not.
He's just
He's
That is
averaging.
not casual.
Hey, he's averaging
Who
3
is he?
points a game. That's ass.
Yeah, he's just a guy, man.
He had a good rookie season. I remember it.
Yeah.
But Ben,
All right, the way she be dunking on my nuts.
Also, why the fuck has Patty Mills only
Okay.
played 1 game?
Ooh,
Patty Mills.
Yes.
He's old.
He's extremely
but
old.
like-
Old as hell.
You have Trey Young. You don't need Patty Mills.
But what the fuck was the point of us getting him if we're not even going to play him?
Veteran presence.
Veteran presence for what?
Wait, hold.
What is he adding?
It's the same
Because
reason we
Trey
have-
has not gotten better as a shooter
It's
since
the same
Patty
reason-
Mills has gotten on
it's
this
the same
team.
reason we have DeAndre Jordan. It's just kind of like to have him.
You know
But
what?
DeAndre
Hey,
Jordan is actually doing
hey.
something.
Hey, you know what he's not adding?
What?
Allegations with an under 18-year-old.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, welcome back.
He found it. There we go.
I wanted to bring something up because Ben and
Josh
I were
Giddey
having.
brought something up.
God damn it.
yeah, we were having a little side combo.
Ben and I were having a side convo, and he brought up a very interesting point. Klay Thompson might be the worst player on the Golden State Warriors.
Legitimately.
He is currently.
That
he's
is
ass.
just so mind blowing.
Klay Thompson's stock has plummeted.
I
Remember a few years ago when Klay came back
Mm-hmm.
and his stock was like up here, and it was like the Warriors could trade Klay anywhere and they could get 3 good players in return.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
They can't. You trade Klay to somebody else, you also need to include 2 other players in that deal now.
They should have done best chance, even though he wasn't even that good then, was after their most recent chip.
I mean, that's the thing is that they did.
The Warriors,
They did.
they
win
should
another-
have. They should have.
They did
traded
win
him
another
after that.
chip with Klay.
Yeah.
So,
But he was Jordan Poole outperformed him in that. in
yeah,
that
Jordan
series.
Poole outperformed him. Speaking of which, Jordan Poole sucks.
It's so funny.
So bad.
He's like the Shackton of the
He,
MVP right now.
I really truly think that like Jordan Poole had the potential to become the franchise player for them.
I don't know
I
what the hell
genuinely think that,
Me
but I
too.
think that there just wasn't enough time, and he didn't adjust fast enough for their timetable.
I mean, he's the reason.
Which is
they
what
won
happens.
The
I love
2022 finals.
Yeah,
I love Gil shitting on him. It's funny. Yeah.
and I understand that like
Arenas?
he's
Yeah,
been playing
'cause
like
Gil
shit
gets
this
fired
season.
up.
Yeah.
But my thing
It's
is like you just took this dude from a team who already had leaders on this team for years.
Yeah.
They've been together for years. Draymond, Klay, Steph been together for years.
10+.
Fuck Draymond.
10 plus. Jordan Poole fit really well into that system
Almost.
because he understood his role
Draymond's.
and he knew he was not the leader on the court.
Mm-hmm.
He understood his role was to 3-and-D and catch and shoot.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. Now the Wizards put so much expectation on him and Kyle Kuzma to become the leaders of the team. That's not fair
And you
Kyle
could
Kuzma
even-
has not done as bad.
You could even
but
go back to Kuz was almost in the same position where he came off this. He came off a championship team.
Yeah.
2020. They just maybe needed a little more time on those championship teams to be the leaders that the Wizards wanted. Put it that way.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just I feel like they expected too much out of him. And I don't feel like it's fair to. Yes, Jordan Poole was the third Splash Brother, but like he was just the third Splash Brother because there were already two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's an expectation when you're in an environment to hit those shots.
Yeah. That's
Otherwise, Steve Kerr is taking you off the fucking starting five.
it's just the Wizards are in a completely shapeless
Oh, horrible.
They're
hellscape.
when you're
Hey, I
starting.
mean, they're
Tyus
not as
Jones,
bad.
Huh?
They're not as bad as who did they just beat?
The Detroit Pistons.
The Detroit Pistons.
They're one game. They're 3.
They're one game away, yeah.
Bro, come on now.
But that's still not as bad. Technically, they've won one more game.
I mean, these
than them.
motherfuckers are starting Tyus Jones.
They are starting Tyus Jones.
Tyus Jones ain't bad.
That's good.
Tyus Jones is a role-playing point guard.
He's good.
Yeah, but he's a starter on this
Kyle
team.
Kuzma is averaging 23.4. Jordan Poole is averaging
Shout out the
17.3.
Joneses. They're both on the
Tyus
2 worst
Jones
teams in
is
the league.
averaging 10.9.
I don't know, man. They should have held on to Monte Morris.
Monte?
They should have put Landry Shamet in
Monte's
as a
in
starter
Detroit
over
right now, isn't he?
Poole right now.
God, I hope not.
Let's bring him back. We could get him
who?
back. Monte Morris. We could get.
Fuck, he is in Detroit. He's not even playing for Detroit.
Fuck, he says.
Yeah, we could get
That
him
poor
back.
man.
We
He's
could
not
get
even
Monte
playing.
back.
Like he doesn't have minutes.
No.
Oh,
He's just there.
That poor man. I miss Monte.
I miss Monte too.
You know who I don't miss?
Who?
Will Barton.
Let's not bring it up. Don't bring up that name.
Sounds like your name.
Will Barton.
Shut up.
Fuck him.
real quick before we get out of here,
Uh-huh.
because we have pretty much covered most of what we needed to talk about today, which was like half this
Oh,
episode was going to be
there's-
Josh Giddey.
The under. We held the under.
Yeah. We'll also let you know in early April how the Nuggets fare against the Hawks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the Pels, whichever one we end up on to.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so we will be updating you. Hopefully this is not the official podcast of Dylan Brooks after tomorrow night.
We're the official podcast of the Prom King hater.
Haters. Okay.
Prom King hater,
okay,
Josh
okay,
Giddey, baby.
okay. I thought you were saying we're the official podcast of the Prom King, and I was like, no.
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 No. It's like we do not take that representation at
Pause. Time out. Time out. Time out.
all. We don't want
Nope.
that sponsor that bad.
Motherfucker, I don't want that on me. Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
This has been Boardman Gets Paid. I've been your boy Xavier Gauthier,
I'm Alex Petrich.
I'm Benjamin Butler.
I'm Will Martin.
and we will catch y'all on the next one.
Fuck Josh Giddey.
Fuck Josh
Giddey.
Giddey, the Prom King.